speaker. Welcome. Welcome to East Malvern, on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, where this video was made. East Malvern is a suburb in the city of Melbourne, about 11 kilometres from the city, and is known as a well-off area with a variety of periodic homes lining its streets. Many of these were built in the 1920s and have been kept as close to their original condition as possible. In terms of population, it has a majority of 68.1% of people living in the suburb who were born in Australia. However, it is somewhat multicultural, with around 4.3% people born in China, 2.6% in England, 2.2% in India, 1.9% in Greece, and 1.4% in New Zealand. The multicultural feature of Malvern East is also supported by the amount of people who speak a language other than English as their first language, with 6.1% speaking Greek, 4.7% speaking Mandarin, 1.7% speaking Cantonese, 0.9% speaking Italian, and 0.9% speaking Indonesian. However, the majority at 71.6% speak English as their first language. East Malvern is a well-serviced community with all the activities and locations needed for a well-functioning community, including local primary schools and high schools, the main ones being Malvern Primary and Carey Baptist Grammar, both of which are easily accessed by public transport or walking. Both are filled with local students, and both of the schools have great reputations, in particular Malvern Primary with its support of local community activities, while Carey is well known for its social service fundraising. East Malvern is also known for its variety of shopping precincts, from the flashy shopping centres of morning times to the small strip shops run by locals and supported by locals, such as the Purple Haze, a hairdressing shop, or the post office, or even specialty shops like the quilting shop. Some of these shops have been in this area for many years. Some are family businesses, and some are handed over to new owners on a semi-regular basis, while others are fairly new. But because there is such a variety, there is a lot of local support, which in turn makes a happy community. The best way to get to these shops is to walk, but because many are located on the tram line or next to the main park, Central Park, this means the community is connected as well in this way. Malvern East has also plenty of other facilities such as the local Cabrini Hospital, which is also accessible by public transport for convenience, as well as recreational areas. The most central to the community is Central Park, a park that includes an oval for dogs and sports, riding and bike tracks, a playground, beautiful gardens, a feature water fountain, and even a conservatory in the middle. The fountain provides endless entertainment for adults and children alike, as many flip coins into the fountain wishing for good luck, while a conservatory is a place full of different kinds of plants that grow in the area as well as far away. Malvern East is also well serviced in other kinds of ways. It has the local toy library, where parents can borrow different toys instead of books, instead of buying toys, creating a community of people who regularly meet up to borrow their toys for the week or fortnight. The area is also well served by public transport, the main one being trams, which runs the trams run all the way from the top of Central Park and the surrounding strip shops, and there are also buses that go past all the schools, and Taronga train station on the Glen Waverley train line. The area is considered a very safe neighbourhood, supported by a local police station, and boasts a local town hall where all the meetings about the area are discussed. There is also the Malvern Library, this one filled with books, computers and staff, as well as putting on weekly storytime sessions for preschool children and school holiday activities. There is also the local Howard Holt swimming pool, named after the man himself, although there are few drownings in this pool, with its variety of different depths to cater for all ages, including an outdoor pool and plenty of lifeguards. The final main feature is the second Malvern Scout Group. This is the second group of Scouts to be created in the area and founded in early March. The Scouts follow the principles of other Scout groups around Australia, including the Scouts Promise and the Scout Law. The Scout Promise pledges allegiance either to the Queen or to Australia, and the Scout Promise states the values that all the Scouts must hold to be part of the group, as outlined. Held in the Scout Hall at Milton Grey Reserve, problems have arisen regarding the future of this new group. The Scout Hall had not been used for 10 years, until early this year when the Scouts were granted permission from the Council to complete a $60,000 renovation makeover of the hall in order to attract people to the new group. However, after just 2 weeks of meetings, the Council decided to withdraw their promise and promised to demolish the newly fixed hall, much to the outrage of locals. The Council decided that the hall was blocking the view of people entering the park, as the hall is situated right in the middle of the park, and so people have to walk around the hall to get to the other end of the park, using a gravel path. Instead of there being a Scout Hall, the Council is planning to plant new trees in its place and fix the path so it's deemed safer than the current one. However, the plans have sparked a public backlash from the community all around, with everyone getting on board to support the Scouts' right to have a place to meet. Letters were sent out by the Council to notify the locals on the issue and invite them for discussion on the issue, allowing everyone a chance to show their displeasure at the idea of demolishment. The Scouts and locals argue against the demolishment of the hall, as it is 61 years old and is the last remaining Scout building in Malvern, and therefore leaves the Scouts nowhere to meet. They also argue it is an important piece of Australian Scouting legacy and should be preserved. In addition to parents of the Scouts, the local newspapers got behind the campaign, supporting them and providing information to those wanting to support the group's campaign. These included the Leader and the Age, who both ran articles about the campaign, and the Leader included some letters to the editor about the issue as well as further supporting them.